there's no work, there's no jobs for anybody in the town, there's no industry at all in the town. And I mean, I voted last year for Labour, but this year I'm not.
Why UKIP?
It just sounds, well, they're trying to do something.
I'm not quite sure what I'll vote yet. I think just sometimes a change is as good as the rest, basically. I think, you know, everybody's worth a chance.
I don't think Labour's doing what they've ever said they would do in the past. And UKIP's got the right idea. Fight for our own country, keep our country our own.
Tell me why you voted UKIP, sir.
Just for a change, do you think?
Kick up the backside big style.
And why is that?
Because we get sick of foreigners.
They're just taking us for granted, and they just need just that little nudge to say when big elections come, you need to vote your ideas. So,
which way did you vote? Did you?
UKIP.
So are you normally a UKIP voter, or is that a new thing for you?
New.
So immigration, again, first thing to people's minds. Mark Openshaw has been on his stall for 30 years, and he knows it's an awkward subject.
Rotherham's full, you know, we're getting too many of the, you know, wrong people. The country itself, we can't afford it anymore. You know, any more people coming in, I think the country's full up.
When you say wrong people, does that make you feel bad saying that?
Well, yeah, in a way, but you know, we just can't afford it, can we?
Well, I'm hoping that it's not just a protest vote. That's what I'm hoping. I hope people think, well, I voted once and that's it. I hope that we really get a change of policy in the country at all.
UKIP, do you normally vote for them?
No.
What made you go for them?
Just their policies, basically, with keeping the borders under control, etc.
Would you vote for them in a general election or just for the council election?
I'd have to think about their policies, basically.
Would you vote for UKIP at a general election when we're electing the government?
I think I might, yeah.
Why?
Just because they seem quite popular and they're different, aren't they? It'd be nice to have someone different here.
They've got some good policies, I think.
Such as?
Immigration. I'm not being racist, but, you know, they've got the right idea.
When Wilson took us in, what was called was a common market. That conjures up an idea of trade, a market. No one said anything else about being federal. No one said anything at all about altering our laws and saying who we've got to have in our country. When you think, our forefathers, my father, my grandfather, they fought in wars for our country and the ethos and the ideology that we live by. And I don't see why we should give it away. When we get somebody that's coming over, rapes our young people, murders, steals, they say, oh, we've got to stop here because it's our human rights. What about the human rights of the people that have done that too? Sorry, that's wrong. And I'd like to know, where do they get the money from to get all these solicitors to do it? Because when I wanted to try and fight, but I'm not talking about serious abuse of my disabled son with a Rotherham Borough Council, I didn't have enough money to fight, and it's been swept under the carpet. And it's because of lying, covering up, and not being honest is why I've joined UKIP. We've worked all our life, and now that we're pensioners, oh, there's too many of you, you're too expensive to keep. Who the hell got this country running? Oh, I'm running after the war.
Would you say that you've been waiting for a party like UKIP to come along for a long time?
Yes, absolutely. And it's going to grow. I know that you say it's a lot of old codgers, yes, because we've lived through all this. We've seen what we've done to make our country great, and we've seen how we're losing it. And not only that, the rich, at the top end, they've got their fingers into all the pies, and they don't give a toss about us down here.
Why is it that you have supported UKIP, or are supporting UKIP?
I've voted Labour, and the stuff I've heard about Labour Council is disgrace to me. So I think it's time for a change, and I think the people I have been talking to are fed up.
Yeah, I voted UKIP.
Why is that?
I don't want to get too heavy on this, you know, but I think basically England should be for the English. And
that's why you voted UKIP?
Yeah, there's too many foreigners over here. we should shut the doors. Yeah. Enough's enough.
Were there any other issues that influenced you in this election?
Not really, no. No, they all promise things, but usually doesn't materialise. So,
just about immigration, as far as you're concerned.
Yeah, so.
What were the big issues then that persuaded you to vote the way you did?
Well, I don't think we should be in the EU. No, I don't. So if we can get out of that and somebody would get us out, I'd be quite pleased. I think they've got too much to say about this country.
What,
and I think
the EU?
The EU, yeah.
We're governed by those, aren't we?
Yeah.
And that's the big issue, what, here in Basildon?
It's a big issue for me, anyway. And, of course, the immigrants. Say no more on that one.
I just think that people have had enough. Doesn't matter what's going on around it. They've seen what's going on. It's gone into stalemate. Everybody's struggling. Don't matter how well they say the economy's doing.